You are going to dig two graves. Confucius said it thousands of years ago, but he didn't know the half of it. He didn't know that right now, inside your skull, there's a mechanism that is actively trying to destroy you. We like to tell ourselves that we are civilized, that we are rational, that we believe in justice, but that is a lie. Beneath the suit, beneath the smile, there is a primitive beast that doesn't want justice. It wants blood. Think about the last time you saw someone get exactly what they deserved. The bad guy in the movie falls off the cliff. The bully gets fired. The cheater gets caught. Be honest, you didn't just feel okay about it. You felt euphoria, a rush. Why? Why does human suffering, specifically the suffering of our enemies, taste so sweet? And why are some of you, right now, holding on to a grudge that is slowly poisoning your life, yet you refuse to let it go? Today, we are not telling ghost stories. We are dissecting your brain. We are going to expose the dark biological trap that evolution set for you and find out why the sweetest emotion is actually the deadliest. This is the psychology of revenge. To understand why we crave it, we have to stop looking at revenge as a choice. We have to look at it as a drug. Because physiologically, that is exactly what it is. Let's go back to a landmark study conducted at the University of Zurich. Scientists took a group of people, put them in a game where they could be cheated, and then gave them a choice. They could walk away, or they could pay their own money to punish the cheater. Logic says you walk away. Why lose more money just to hurt someone else? But almost everyone chose to pay. They chose to lose just to make the other person lose more. When the scientists looked at the brain scans during this decision, they saw something terrifying. The caudate nucleus was glowing bright red. This is the part of your brain that processes reward. It's the same area that lights up when you anticipate a nicotine hit, or when an alcoholic looks at a bottle. Think about the implications of that. Evolution has wired your brain to process revenge, not as anger, but as pleasure. Your brain tricks you. It promises you a high. It tells you that if you just send that nasty text, if you just ruin their reputation, if you just slash those tires, you will finally feel peace. But the brain is a liar. Here is the tragedy of the avenger, the paradox that ruins lives. We believe that revenge is a form of release. We think it's like lancing a boil, painful, but then the pressure is gone. This is known as the catharsis theory. But decades of research have proven that catharsis is a myth. When you act on your anger, when you actually take the revenge, you don't release the aggression. You rehearse it. You reinforce the neural pathways of hate. Instead of closing the chapter, revenge keeps the book wide open. It forces you to ruminate. You replay the betrayal over and over again to justify your actions. You check their social media profile every day. You ask your friends about them. You think you are punishing them, but in reality, you have given them the keys to your happiness. You have let the person you hate the most become the most important person in your life. They're living their life, and you're trapped in a cage of your own making. I want to pause here for a second, because this is heavy stuff. I want you to look inward. Is there a grudge you are holding on to right now? A debt you think someone owes you? If you're brave enough, I want you to hit the like button, not for me, but as a signal to yourself that you are ready to face the truth. And if you want to understand the dark machinery that drives your behavior, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell. We are peeling back the layers of the human mind, and it's not always pretty. Now, let's look at what happens when this personal addiction becomes a cultural disease. Revenge isn't just about two people. Throughout history, it has wiped out entire bloodlines. Have you ever heard of the Kanun? It is an ancient code of law used in the mountains of the Balkans. It states, quite simply, that blood cannot be washed away with water. It can only be washed away with blood. If a man kills your brother, the honor of your family is dead. The only way to resurrect your honor is to kill that man. But once you do, his family is now honor-bound to kill you. This isn't ancient history. This is happening right now. There are children, thousands of them, growing up in isolation. They cannot go to school. They cannot play outside because 60 years ago, a grandfather they never met killed a man over a piece of land. They are born into a blood feud. This is the extreme version of revenge. But is it really so different from your life? How many friendships have you seen destroyed because of a tit-for-tat escalation? He didn't invite me to his wedding, so I won't invite him to my party. She talked behind my back, so I will tell everyone her secret. It's the sunk cost fallacy of relationships. We feel we have invested too much pain to stop now. We're afraid that if we stop fighting, it means we lost. It means they got away with it. But here is the dark truth that nobody tells you. Everyone gets away with it eventually. Time erases everything. The people who hurt you, they will get old, they will get sick, they will die, just like you. The universe has a way of balancing the books without your help. So, if the biology is a trap and the history is a warning, how do we stop? How do you turn off a machine that was built to kill? You have to hack the system. Most people think the opposite of revenge is forgiveness. And let's be honest, forgiveness is hard. It feels weak. It feels like you're letting them win. So don't forgive them. At least, not yet. Instead, try indifference. The opposite of love isn't hate. Hate is still passion. Hate still requires energy. The opposite of love is indifference. Revenge is an act of validation. When you seek revenge, you are telling your enemy, you are powerful, you hurt me, you matter. But when you simply move on, when you become successful, when you are happy, you are delivering the ultimate insult. You are saying, you are nothing, you are a footnote in my story. There's a psychological concept called reframing. Right now, you see yourself as the victim. The victim needs to be avenged. But try to see yourself as the survivor. The survivor doesn't care about the attacker. The survivor only cares about the escape. Think about the most pathetic person you know. A person who is cruel, petty, jealous. Do you want to be like them? Because every time you seek revenge, you lower yourself to their frequency. You roll in the mud with the pig. You both get dirty, but the pig likes it. Don't give them that satisfaction. The best revenge, as the old saying goes, is massive success. But I would argue it is even simpler than that. The best revenge is a life well lived without them in it. The best revenge is silence. The best revenge is deleting the number, blocking the profile, and never saying their name again. It creates a vacuum where their power used to be. And trust me, nothing hurts a narcissist more than being forgotten. I want to leave you with one final thought, a question to carry with you into the dark. We started by talking about digging two graves, one for your enemy and one for yourself. But what if you didn't dig either? What if you just walked away from the graveyard entirely? The shovel is in your hands. The anger is in your blood. The choice is yours. Drop a comment below. What is the one grudge you know you need to let go of? Let's talk about it. And remember, the only way to win the game is to stop playing. I'll see you in the next video.